Hello and welcome into this afternoon's broadcast, everybody. I'm Samuel Reese coming to you live for the Little League World Series Championship. After a great week and a half long action in Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the 2021 edition of the Little League World Series, just two teams remain, and it will be Ohio versus Michigan. One of those two teams at the end of this game will be crowned 2021 Little League World Series champions. And it's a unique matchup as well. For the first time ever, two teams from the same region facing off against each other in the Little League World Series. Well, this team from Ohio is from Hamilton, to be precise, home of West Side Little League. And that's where this team comes from, just outside of Cincinnati, a city profile. It's actually 35 miles from Cincinnati, Ohio, with a population of 62,447. So notable people from Hamilton include Aaron Cook. There's actually been a couple of MLB players to come from Hamilton, Ohio, and let's meet this Ohio team.
My favorite food is bacon. My name is Gage Maggard, and my favorite actor is Kevin Hart. My name is Cooper Clay, and my favorite team is the Reds. My name is Brady Bauman, and my favorite dessert is black raspberry chip ice cream. Hi, my name is Cooper Brown, and my favorite baseball player is Joe Morgan.
My name is Levi Smith, and my favorite baseball player is Ronald Acuna Jr.
My name is Caleb Harden, and my favorite actor is John Sim.
My name is Gavin Saylor, and my favorite team is the Los Angeles Dodgers.
My name is Maddox Jones, and my favorite dessert is strawberry cheesecake.
My name is Tyler Donges, and my favorite baseball player is Jack Leiter.
My name is Noah Davidson, and my favorite food is chicken quesadillas.
My name is Chance Rutherford, and my favorite baseball player is Anthony Rizzo.
My name is JJ Vogel, and my favorite actor is Robert Downey Jr.
My name is Cooper Odin, and my favorite subject at school is math.
So there you have it. That's the team from Hamilton, Ohio, who over the course of the regionals and this Little League World Series have played in 6 elimination games. So it's not unfamiliar territory for them. A look at the Hamilton, Ohio journey to get here. They beat Tennessee in their opener. They then fell to California. They beat Louisiana, New Hampshire, California, and South Dakota. So this is actually their 6th elimination game at this Little League World Series in general. What's going on, Van? Welcome in to the broadcast. Ken Coomer is the manager of Ohio, who are coming off of a, you could say, upset victory over South Dakota. On the bump for Michigan this afternoon is their ace, Ethan Van Bell. 2 starts so far, a 1-1 record, 6 innings pitched, just 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And we are underway at the 2021 Little League World Series Championship as a strike is delivered by Van Bell to the leadoff hitter for Ohio, and that would be Ohio's Caleb Harden. Ball 1 delivered from Van Bell. And with the format being the way it is, this Little League World Series, with 2 teams from each region making the Little League World Series, because it's an all-U.S. field this time around, rather than 8 U.S. and 8 international teams. That's why we have this unique final with 2 teams from the same region, the Great Lakes region. And therefore, these 2 teams met each other in the Great Lakes final just a couple weeks ago. Michigan came out on top then. Can Ohio reverse course this time around? And there are 4 straight balls from Van Bell. And so Caleb Harden, the leadoff man, is on base for this Ohio team. You're in your basement? All right, cool. JJ Vogel now steps up to the plate for Hamilton, Ohio. Yeah, that's a fastball outside from Van Bell. One out, and that's upstairs. Well, it's certainly an exciting final. These two teams, are playing their best baseball at the moment, and both teams have come up clutch, particularly Ohio, as that's delivered low for ball 3, a 3-0 count. Van Bell with not much command early on. Squaring to bunt is Vogel. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Now the 3-1. He got him. Swing and a miss. And the count is full. That was a lethal pitch. Fastball inside from Van Bell. And now the 3-2 coming. Vogel swings, and that's through by the third baseman, Surma, into left field. A base hit for Ohio's J.J. Vogel. Has 2 runners on. Caleb Harden now into scoring position on second as this ball was ripped down the third base line. And Jackson Surma unable to make a play on it. It was just hit with too much pace. And that is some nice base hitting from J.J. Vogel. And here's Chance Rutherford at the plate. Check swing. He didn't go. Ball 1. Good to see you as well, Rohan. Glad to have you here. Much appreciated. Rutherford watches ball 2. Yeah, I'm excited for this matchup here in the Little League World Series Championship. This is what it all comes down to. And that caught the outside corner. Strike 1. All right, I completely understand, Rohan. Well, thanks for coming by. Yep, I have also been getting updates from the PSG game. I know Messi didn't start, but he could very well be making an appearance off the bench today. As the 2-2's on the way, swung on, hit into the air center field, and Furcus is under it. For out number 1, the runners will hold. And it's an important first out for Ethan Van Bell, as Ohio are already making some noise here in the top of the first inning offensively. This will ring up Noah Davidson. Davidson, who has had a big tournament thus far at the Little League World Series. And he goes after the first pitch, swung on and missed, 0-1. Payoff pitch, and that's upstairs. 1-1 the count. All right, yeah, absolutely, Brandon. Happy to bring you the call of the game. I'm glad you found me as well, man. Appreciate it. That swung on and missed for strike 2. Yeah, no problem, man. I assume you're on the road then, if you were looking for the radio call. As the 1-2's coming, and that's well outside from Van Bell. He's been a little all over the place early. His hat fell off as well. The 2-2. Oh, it's just inside, a borderline pitch. But in the end, a good eye from Davidson. Thank you, Mitch, for tuning in. Unfortunately, I am unable to show the game as the full count pitch is fouled off, and the at-bat will continue. Oh, you deliver pizza all day. Okay, very good, Brandon. Very good, man. Well, I appreciate you finding me. And Mitch, I can't show the game because of YouTube's copyright rules, as this is hit towards right field, but it just loops foul over the head of Max LaForest. Yeah, YouTube have very, very strict copyright rules, so I am not allowed to show the game, unfortunately. But I understand you're in the middle of the mountains and can't watch it anywhere. Hope you're enjoying your time up in the mountains, man. As the 8th pitch of the at-bat is up high, and the resilience from Davidson results in a walk. So yeah, I would if I was allowed to, Mitch, but YouTube are very, very strict with their copyright rules. And yeah, so I'm just here to do play-by-play commentary of the action. But yeah, I can't show it, unfortunately, as the manager for Michigan, Rick Thorning, will come out to the mound and have a word with his pitcher, Ethan Van Bell. Shaken up a little bit early, and it's the Ohio fans making plenty of noise right now. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Trust me, I would if I was allowed to, but I can't risk it. I can't risk it. Here on my channel, I do play-by-play commentaries of games, but yeah, I can't show it because of YouTube's copyright rules, as Van Bell's ready to deal with the bases loaded, and he gets a swing and a miss out of Maddox Jones, the off-speed pitch to make it 0-1. Maddox Jones, one of the few 11-year-olds at this tournament. A majority of the players are 12, and Van Bell caught the outside corner, 0-2 the count. It's a pitcher's count here. Van Bell trying to calm down and get a crucial second out. This is popped high into the air, and the shortstop is there. Lucas Farner with the second out of the inning, and the runner is forced to stay put. You could tell immediately after it came off the bat of Jones, he was frustrated with himself. Ohio trying to capitalize on a golden opportunity here in the opening inning. It'll be Levi Smith at the plate now for Hamilton. This Michigan team, by the way, from Taylor, just outside of Detroit. And you could call these teams rivals. They met each other in the regionals, the Great Lakes final. That's cut on and missed for strike one by Smith. Smith actually substituted in as a pinch hitter. He was not in the sixth spot in the original lineup, but you can do that at the Little League level, even first time through the order, as that swung on and missed. The fastball from Van Bell makes it a 1-2 count, and he can put this inning to bed without any damage done right here. Not yet. That's up high. Good eye from Levi Smith. And Smith now ready for the 2-2. Already 31 pitches here for Van Bell in the opening inning, and down swinging goes Levi Smith. Ethan Van Bell gets out of the jam as calm as you like. 3 runners stranded for Ohio. No runs scored. A golden opportunity slips away in the opening inning of the Little League World Series Championship. Now Michigan will see their offense for the first time next. Stay tuned. And welcome back in, everybody. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and what a start to this game. Ohio loaded up the bases after a pair of walks and a single, but no runs scored as they missed out on a real good opportunity to at least put 1 run across the plate. So this team from Michigan is from Taylor, as mentioned, right outside of Detroit. Right on the suburbs, in fact, and they are Taylor North Little League. Let's meet the Michigan team, shall we? But before that, a city profile on Taylor. Yeah, 18 miles from Detroit, population of 63,131. So notable people include Steve Avery, who played in the MLB. And now we meet the Michigan team. Here we go.
My name is Gavin Newland,
and my favorite food is my mom's meatballs.
My name is Jackson Schufelt, and my favorite baseball player is Chipper Jones.
My name is Chauncey Atkins, and my favorite band is Noah on 5.
My name is Lucas Warner, and my favorite actor is Chris Evans.
My name is Ethan Van, and my favorite baseball player is Miguel Cabrera.
My name is Max LaForest. My favorite team is Michigan State.
Hi, my name is Jacob Fergus, and my favorite baseball player is King Griffey Jr.
My name is Jackson Sermo. My favorite actor is Robert Downey Jr.
My name is Cameron Thorney, and my favorite team is Ohio State.
My name is Kylie Harris, and my favorite dessert is Oreos.
My name is Noah Bourne, and my favorite baseball player is Ken Griffey Jr.
All right, that's the team from Taylor, Michigan, who've impressed all tournament long. Their only loss came to Hawaii, and then in the rematch against Hawaii, they won yesterday. So, yeah, they opened the tournament with a win against Florida, then beat Texas. As I mentioned, their lone loss came to Hawaii. They then beat Texas in an elimination game, and then yesterday got revenge against Hawaii. So, a resilient group of players from Michigan. Same can be said for Ohio. On the bump for Ohio is Chance Rutherford. His favorite athlete is Anthony Rizzo. He also plays football and basketball. Coolest place traveled, Hawaii, and his dream job is to become a pro athlete. He does play. He is a multi-sport athlete, so he didn't specify what sport. He's talented in a bunch of different sports, not just baseball. Is there Nebraska? What do you mean, Van? I don't know what you're asking. Your name is Brandon Ellsbury, and your favorite food is ribs. All right, there you go. I like how the viewers are introducing themselves like the Little Leaguers. Yeah, feel free to give a fun fact about yourself. That's something I love about the Little League World Series as well. How they they tell you their favorite food, favorite athlete, whatever. It's cool to get some insight into the players. I kind of wish they did that at the major leagues, to be honest. As Lucas Farner is at bat for Michigan, and he takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. The opening pitch for Rutherford. Farner's nickname, by the way, the Glove. Here's the 0-1 to the leadoff hitter, and that's in the dirt for ball one. Oh, is there Little League Baseball in Nebraska? Yeah, absolutely, Van. There's Little League Baseball in every state. As the 1-1 is in the dirt, 2-1 now the count. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Trey. Thanks so much for tuning in, man. I wish I could do that as well, as this is a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw in time, nicely done by Clay, and one away here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, all right, Vaughn plays basketball and soccer. There we go. Yeah, Trey, I wish I knew how to do that. With the website I use to stream games, there's no way to do that, unfortunately. So I don't really have the software to be able to put up, the who's on base, or sorry, who's on what base, I should say, and then how many outs there are. I wish I could do that as Gavin Hewlin steps up to the plate. His nickname, Mullet Man. But yeah, unfortunately I can't, just with the programming software I have. It's not that advanced that I can put that up. So as it's now a 2-0 count, that's in the dirt to Hewlin. No runners on, 1 out, bottom of the first. He's now squaring for the bunt. Doesn't take a jab at it. It's ball 3 in the dirt from Rutherford. But yeah, I'll try as best as possible to keep you guys updated with, who's on base, how many outs, what's the count, etc. As the 3-0's inside. So it's a 4-pitch walk, and the first runner on base for Michigan this afternoon is Gavin Hewlin. So Hewlin's on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And this will bring up Cam Thorning. He hit what turned out to be the game-winning home run in the first inning against Hawaii. It was a 2-run shot, and he is one of those players that you just watch and say, wow, this guy's on another level. There's always a couple of those players at each Little League World Series, and he's one of them. He is just insane. His dad is the manager, Rick Thorning, and It's a first pitch strike delivered to Thorning. He's 5'8", 141 pounds at the age of 12. His favorite baseball player, Bryce Harper. Now the 0-1 from Rutherford. It's a ball. Another close call for the umpire. That evens the count. Michigan and Ohio, both with great fan bases. The general public not allowed to attend this year's Little League World Series, so it's just the family members of each team, as that's up high for ball 2. That is correct. Yes, Brandon. Euland is on first base and no one on second and third at the moment, as Rutherford finds the outside corner. 2-2 now the count. One out, bottom of the first, and time called by Cam Thorning. Thorning steps back in, ready for the pitch. He takes a swing at it, a slow roller, and the second baseman throws it away. Thorning safe, and advancing to third is Gavin Euland. An errant throw off balance from Gage Maggard leads to an extra base for Gavin Euland. And runners are on the corners for Michigan here in the bottom of the first. Cam Thorning absolutely getting on his wheels. He took off and just beat out the throw. And since the throw got away from the first baseman, Hardin, Euland made it all the way to third base. So runners on the corners with one out for Michigan. That pitch in the dirt, the runner taking off, a high throw, and Thorning slides in safely. So now both runners for Michigan in scoring position. Thorning on second, Euland on third. It was a bit of a hesitant throw, quite frankly, from Ohio's catcher, Davidson. And maybe that is, I'm not sure why he hesitated a little bit, but perhaps that was what allowed Thorning to get in safely. Thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate that a lot. Jackson Surma, by the way, is up at bat. His nickname is Big Surm. That's one of the cooler nicknames. Is the 1-1 is ripped to left field. That drops down, heading home and scoring the first run is Euland. Thorning follows. It's a 2 RBI double, and Michigan strike first in the championship game. Jackson Surma comes up huge for Michigan, and this was a very well hit ball to left field. Clean contact off the bat, and Euland and Thorning end up scoring with ease, quite frankly. And Michigan fired up as they're in front in the bottom of the first inning. It's been an eventful opening inning of play, to say the least. And now with one out, a runner on second for Michigan, Jacob Furcus, up at bat. And taking a swing and fouling that one off was Furcus. 0-2 the count. And let's see if Rutherford can settle in, or if the struggles continue for him here in the first inning, because Michigan could score another one with Surma on second and Furcus at the plate. One out. That's well inside. It escapes to the backstop, and taking off for third and getting there successfully is Surma. So now the third run for Michigan is 60 feet from the home plate. Yeah, they really have, Trey. Yeah, their offense is quite something, and defensively as well, they've been superb. That's what's impressed me the most by the team, as this is hit on the ground is short. The throw in time, a big second out. Clay made the throw, but coming home for run number 3 is Jackson Surma. So a sacrifice grounder from Jacob Furcus, I should say. And the lead is extended to 3-0. But as I was saying, Trey, that's what's impressed me the most about this Michigan team. They can win low-scoring games, and their bats can come alive at any moment as well. But yeah, they have stayed on fire the whole series. They really have. It's Noah Boren now at the plate with 2 outs. The base is empty, but Michigan already with 3 runs here in the opening inning of play. Noah Boren, the left fielder, facing Chance Rutherford. The 0-1 attacked, fouled back 0-2 now the count. Rutherford, a deep breath, trying to end the inning here. And he does. He got him swinging. The changeup to bring us to the end of the first. But Michigan strike first in a big way here in the first inning. 2 hits resulting in 3 runs. It's a 3-0 lead. Michigan in front early. The second inning is next. Don't go anywhere. Still a lot more left in this game in the Little League World Series Championship. Welcome back, everybody. We go to the second inning of the Little League World Series Championship game, and congratulations to Ken Sawyer, who won the Little League World Series Howard Hartman Sportsmanship Award, Friendship Award. Sorry, I completely butchered that. There we go. The Friendship Award at the Little League World Series. So congratulations to him. We go to the top of the second. What's going on, John? Glad to have you here. Indeed, that is pretty much what Arsenal are, as you say. But yeah, beautiful afternoon, in fact, in Williamsport. As the first pitch is swung on by Moak, and this will drop fair right along the left field line, heading towards the corner. It's bobbled a bit by Boren, heading for third, and safe at the bag is Chase Moak. What a triple that was. He busted out to third and got there just in the nick of time, as Boren had a bit of trouble claiming that one in the corner. And so Michigan, all of a sudden, could be in some trouble. Chase Moak leads off the inning in style for Ohio. So a runner on third for Ohio, and this first pitch is swung on. That dropping down in left field. Moak is in the score, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, Ohio are on the board here in the top of the second inning. Well, what a big way to start the second for Hamilton, Ohio. All over this pitch was Cooper Clay, and it's now a 3-1 game. The Bats have come alive very early on in this Little League World Series championship game between Ohio and Michigan. And now Van Bell delivers a pitch high to Crew Brown. A runner on first for Ohio and no outs. And now he goes after this pitch, looping foul to the right side. Well, if this is not exciting for a championship game, I don't know what is. An electric start with the offense at the forefront. Remember, Ohio loaded the bases in the top of the first inning. Couldn't capitalize, but they've scored a run here in the second, and that pitch nearly hit Brown. He had the duck out of the way. It's now a 2-1 count. And on the first two pitches of the inning, it results in 2 hits and a run. And look at this, a looping ball to shallow right, but catching that one is Jackson Schufelt, and the runner, Cooper Clay, stays put on first. It's out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. It's been a very exciting Little League World Series, all capped off with the championship game right now. What is the Little League World Series extra inning rule? Good question, Brandon. So yeah, the Little League World Series extra inning rule. So the first extra inning, which is the 7th inning, would be played as normal. You don't get a runner on base. You don't get a head start. So it's just a normal inning in the 7th, and then from the 8th on, you start each inning after that, the 8th and going forward, with a runner on second base, like the MLB is doing this season. So yeah, so they play 1 extra inning normal, and then all the extra innings following that, you start with a runner on second, as it's now a 1-1 count. Ethan Van Bell, by the way, already up to 40 pitches. He had more than 30 in the first inning, and squaring up for the bunt here, but hitting it foul was Harden. Yeah, so that's the extra inning rule. In fact, there's only been, I believe, 2 extra inning games at this Little League World Series, and Ohio was involved in one of them. It was their opening game, in which they beat Tennessee 1-0 in 8 innings. That was an absolute pitching duel. Looks like we may have the exact opposite of that today, the way this game is trending. It's now a 2-2 count, and he got him. Outside corner from Ethan Van Bell. A punch out there, a backwards K. And so 2 away here in the top half of the second inning. Runners still on first for Ohio, who trail 3-1. And now at the plate, we'll see J.J. Vogel. 44th pitch from Van Bell already. That's just outside, ball 1. So we are second time through the order, by the way. Vogel 1 for 1. He hit a single first time up. Another pitch outside from Van Bell. 2-0. That one's in the dirt. So the first 3 pitches to Vogel, all balls. Certainly a hitter's count. 3-0. And there is a strike. That is correct, Spore. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It is 3-1. Michigan leading Ohio. And that's another strike. The off-speed pitch from Van Bell, and he's right back into the count. Now a 3-2 coming. He got him! 3 consecutive strikes without a swing from Vogel. Van Bell ends the inning strong. Despite allowing a run, Ohio are on the board, but Van Bell back into a rhythm perhaps. We go to the bottom of the second in an exciting start to this Little League World Series championship game from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I'll be back right after this break. Welcome back, everybody. To the bottom of the second we go, and plenty of runs already on the board, considering we've only played an inning and a half. 3-1, Michigan in front. And after that 3-run first inning, we'll see what Michigan can do this time around here in the bottom of the second. Obviously, the Little League World Series is a huge deal. These 11 and 12-year-old kids on national TV, and a lot of the MLB players are tuning in the clubhouse. And of course, the Little League Classic, always great, which happened last weekend between the Angels and the Indians. And a lot of MLB players and coaches wishing, from both the Detroit Tigers and the Cincinnati Reds, wishing their respective teams good luck. A reminder that tonight in the MLB, it's the New York Yankees at the Oakland Athletics. Sunday Night Baseball, good matchup in the AL wild card race. I am a Red Sox fan, being from Boston, so I don't even know what I want in that game because the Athletics are right on the Red Sox tail. Boston are trying to catch the Yankees, but that might be getting out of reach, so I'm not going to say I want the Yankees to win, though. I would never say that. Ethan Van Bell, by the way, leading off this inning for Michigan. First pitch of the inning is a ball from Rutherford, but he bounces back with a strike down the middle. 1-1. Bottom of the second, early on in this championship game at the Little League World Series. Here's the 1-1. And that's a swing. Van Bell committed. 1-2 now the count. Of course, the Little League World Series championship typically consists of the U.S. winner against the international winner. This year, with no international teams because of COVID, it's an all-U.S. field, and it's especially unique since it's two teams from the same region squaring off in the championship. This is hit on the ground by Van Bell. The shortstop has it, and what a great throw that is for the out at first. Beautiful job from the shortstop of Ohio, Clay. Cooper Clay has been really good this tournament. Most of the shortstops, I feel like, at this Little League World Series have played very well. Obviously, one of the more important positions on the field, and that is out number one. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. Can they both lose? Is that possible? As this is handled by the third baseman, and it's not cleanly collected at first, so the runner is safe. Attacking the first pitch was Max LaForest. It was bobbled at first by Jones at third, and the throw might have gotten there in time, but a little off the mark as Harden couldn't hold on, stretching out, unable to make the play. And so on first safely is Max LaForest for Michigan. But yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to the MLB playoffs, which will just be starting a month from now, as this is hit on the ground, flip to second, throw to first, a double play to end the inning for Ohio. Beautiful execution to bring us to the third. All of a sudden, the defense on full display. Shortstop Clay over to second base, and then a throw to first in time. That is true, Brandon. Under Japanese baseball rules, they could tie. Yep. Unfortunately, those rules aren't in play in the MLB. They have to have a winner, sadly. I'll be back after a quick break. End of the second. We're heading to the third. 3-1, Michigan in front. Welcome back in, everybody. Thank you, Emrich, for tuning in. No, unfortunately, I didn't stream Barcelona Getafe, Emrich. Yeah, here in the United States, most La Liga games are on ESPN Plus, which is streaming. It's not on actual TV. It's streaming. I do have ESPN Plus, but the game, most of La Liga games are on ESPN Plus, and for those games, I can't watch it on my TV. I have to use my computer to just watch the game. So therefore, I'm unable to commentate those games, as this is hit well into right field. And first pitch swung on, and it results in a hit for Ohio. Nicely done right away by Ohio's number 18, Chance Rutherford, who's the pitcher in this one. 3-1, Michigan in front. Thanks, everyone, for your company. Runner on base, no outs. And this first pitch swung on. That's into right field. And all the way heading to third is Rutherford. It's a single that puts the runners on the corners. How about from Gavin Sayer there? And come back and maybe tie the game, if not take the lead. No outs, runners on first and third, trailing by 2. It's an 0-1 count, meanwhile, to Maddox Jones. Jones is 0 for 1. And now this one low and outside. Oh, is it being choppy, Brandon? I apologize for that. Oh yeah, it does say my internet is, my connection is, it says my connection is fairly good. All right, there we go. I think my connection just got better, but let me know. Sorry about that. Cleaned up now. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that was my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I apologize about that. There we go. 1-2 up high, and the count now even. Yeah, now it says my internet is good, so that's good to see. Sorry about that. Now the 2-2, just high for ball 3. The count's now full, and what a pivotal pitch this is coming up from Ethan Van Bell. Ohio trailing by 2, runners on the corners, and no outs. This is a foul ball, so staying alive for Ohio is Maddox Jones. Jones, who plays at third base. That one's in the dirt. Ball 4, and Van Bell walks Jones. And now the bases loaded up for Hamilton, Ohio. Danger for Michigan here. Van Bell, he had a couple of nice strikeouts to end last inning, but he's never really gotten into a true rhythm. And he's already at 58 pitches in just 2+ innings. So Gage Maggard is set to hit. I don't know if the Ohio manager, Ken Coomer, is thinking about making a substitution. All right, it will be Maggard. It will be Maggard indeed. The umpire just clarifying things with the Ohio manager, because I don't know if he was set to make a change and put a pinch hitter in, or perhaps a pinch runner. Not sure what's going on in the Ohio dugout. Yep, it will be a pinch runner put in. So heading to the dugout is Maddox Jones, and the pinch runner will be Brady Bowman. So Bowman goes in at first. In Ohio, for the second time already this game, have the bases loaded. Maggard takes a first pitch strike. Van Bell trying to limit the damage here as he's in a jam with no outs. The 60th pitch, also a strike, same exact location. No balls, 2 strikes to Gage Maggard. Now he delivers outside. Some great catching behind the plate from Cam Thorning, who was the starting pitcher yesterday in the Hank Aaron Championship against Hawaii. And there's strike 3. Van Bell with his 4th of the day. Outside part of the plate, and down looking goes Gage Maggard. And that's a big first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. A really good spot. And now up at the plate for Ohio will be Chase Moak. This is an intriguing matchup. He's 1 for 1. He had a triple earlier, which scored in the lone Ohio run thus far. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. That's a ball. Some real close pitches. Van Bell knows the circumstances. He knows he can't afford any wild pitch in this spot. The 1-1 swung on and missed. A chance for another out while holding the runners. 1-2. He got him. The umpire with an emphatic strike 3 call behind the plate. It's the 5th of the day for Van Bell, and back-to-back strikeouts mean that he's 1 out away from once more getting out of a bases-loaded situation with no damage done. Another strikeout looking Chase Moak, this time the victim of Van Bell. That pitch away, and a nice block behind the plate by Thorning, as Cooper Clay is the hitter now. He's also 1 for 1, a single and an RBI. That's a strike. Yeah, most definitely. Thanks, Mikey, for tuning in. It's certainly a big zone. Yeah, we tend to see a pretty big zone at the Little League World Series, and that swung on and missed. Strike 2 it is. Thorning will check on the runner at third, and he got him. Rutherford came off the bag. I don't know if he thought it was strike 3, but that's a costly mistake from Ohio's base runner. Let's see the replay here. Chance Rutherford was heading to the dugout. He thought it was strike 3, and Thorning with a good eye catching the mistake of Rutherford. And what a costly mistake it is. Ohio shoot themselves in the foot. They had the bases loaded with no outs. In the end, no runs score. All 3 runners stranded, and Michigan hold on to the 2-run lead. Welcome back, everybody. What a start to this game. We've had a little bit of everything. When you upped Little League, Mike, your zone was huge. Yeah, I'm sure it was. That makes sense. That's cool how you umped Little League, by the way. I actually know a couple of people who used to ump Little League as well. So yeah, we get ready for the bottom of the third. Chance Rutherford with a base running mistake, and it could be costly. By the way, Gavin Hewlin on Michigan, he has his own mowing lawn service. So he has a side gig there, a part-time job, if you like, back home in Taylor, Michigan, and a nice way to make money. He charges $35 to $40 per lawn. He knows how to make business. He knows how to make business. And by the way, Sandy Hewlin, his grandfather, is in attendance for this one. His grandmother has been at every game of this Little League World Series, and his grandfather made the trip to Williamsport to catch his grandson in the Little League World Series championship. What a cool moment there. And Gavin Hewlin definitely seems like a cool kid, just based on the interviews I've seen of him. As we get the bottom of the third started, and Michigan with a 2-run lead, up at bat again. And Lucas Farner takes the ball on the first pitch of the inning, and it looks like we have a new pitcher for Ohio. That is indeed the case. It is Caleb Hardin now on the mound. It's another ball from him. So Hardin takes the place of Rutherford on the bump. Meanwhile, Vogel goes to first, as we've got some shifting around in the outfield, and then on defense and in the outfield, as Rutherford has gone out to right field. So there you go. So those are the changes made by Ohio's defense. The 2-1 coming, and it's a chopper foul down the third base line. Yeah, Steve, I definitely see where you're coming from. There's certainly some calls which look, like quite obvious balls that they give to the pitcher as strikes. Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from, as that's cut on and miss. Strikeout number 1 for Hardin on his first batter faced. Caleb Hardin's favorite sports team, unsurprisingly, the Cincinnati Reds, local team. His favorite movie, The Field of Dreams. He likes to play video games. And look at that, his role models, his mom and dad. So there are some fun facts about Caleb Hardin, and he now faces the aforementioned Gavin Hewlin, who fouls off the first pitch. So yeah, Rutherford, who started on the mound, is out in right field. Yeah, 3-1 now, Trey. 3-1 now, indeed. Hewlin was walked his first time at the plate. And the 0-1 popped into the air. Foul ball, unplayable for Ohio's catcher, Noah Davidson. Yeah, for a championship game, Trey, I can't complain about how this one has played out, especially being a neutral myself. It's been an entertaining game thus far. We've had some great strikeouts, some epic base hitting. We've seen a base running mistake as Hewlin lunges out. That one blocked by Jones, but he can't collect it, and it's a single for Gavin Hewlin, who gets on base again. He's on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, that was a nice base hit. He lunged way out to make contact. And Jones dove and got a glove on it. Just couldn't quite corral it cleanly to be able to make a play at first. And it looks like a pinch runner will come in for Michigan. And that is indeed the case. So Hewlin makes way for the pinch runner, who I believe is LaForest. No official word there. Couldn't quite catch the number. Nonetheless, here is Cam Thorning for Michigan. We know he has power. as seen yesterday against Hawaii. He's 1 for 1, a single and a run thus far. His favorite movie, by the way, Uncle Drew. Here's the 1-0. Oh, that is smoke, deep right field, carrying to the track, but it's caught right up against the warning track from Chance Rutherford. Thorning thought he had it. He thought he had another home run. It would have been his 4th of the Little League World Series, but instead it's out number 2. And you could tell by my reaction, I thought that was leaving the park. Perhaps a little overreaction on my part. Yeah, right off the bat, it looked like it was going yard. Perhaps that ball died down at the last second. And Rutherford was there to make the catch. 2 away. And that pitch fouled off. You were wondering how South Dakota got knocked out? Yeah, you are correct, Mikey. The ace couldn't go. Yeah. So the rules in Little League are that there's certain pitch count thresholds. So it's like if you, have 25 or more pitches, you have to rest 1 day, 40 or more, 2 days, etc. So in the ace you're alluding to, Gavin Weir, where he threw another no-hitter, he pitched the maximum. There is a maximum amount too, which is 85 pitches. So he went the maximum amount in that game, which requires 4 days of rest. So he wasn't eligible for yesterday's game, as you say. And so that's how South Dakota got knocked out. They lost to Ohio, in fact, in an upset, really. So yeah, South Dakota got knocked out, suffering their first loss yesterday to this Ohio team. But yeah, you are right. Gavin Weir couldn't go. So if he had been able to go, I'm sure they would have won. Although you never know, as that's hit well to left, but the catch is made. Chase Smoke leaping back makes the play. Michigan came close on a couple of occasions to some big hits, but the Ohio outfield does its job. End of the third. We're at the midway point in the championship game. 3-1, Michigan in front. Welcome back. Midway point of this championship game at the Little League World Series. And looking at the comments, that is correct, Brandon. If the championship game was held on Monday due to rain, which was originally forecasted. Then he would have been able to pitch. But yeah, there was no way he was going to be able to play yesterday in the Hank Aaron Bracket Championship, as you say, because today would have been his 4th day of rest, and yeah, he would have been able to go tomorrow had rain pushed back the schedule in any way. But that ultimately didn't happen. As you say, Trey, yeah, South Dakota did make some crucial errors in that game. They did. That is true. And so off we go in the 4th, and Van Bell delivers a strike on his 70th pitch of the game. Remember, you can go a maximum of 85. You can finish out that at-bat, of course, but 85 is the max. That's ball 1 to Cooper Clay. And the payoff pitch delivered just outside. Correct, Trey. Yep, 85 is the limit. As that's sent foul. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. I agree. As Cooper Clay, by the way, is 1 for 1, a single and an RBI. I thought Weir could have come out prior to 65 pitches, and that's just outside to make it a full count. Yeah, in his last game, I agree, because if I remember correctly, South Dakota were pretty much in control of that game late on. And if they had taken him out then, he would have been eligible today. And there is strike 3, Ethan Van Bell with strikeout number 6. He's dealing at the moment. Clay goes down looking. And what's been most impressive about the strikeouts from Van Bell is that he consistently has been not even getting swings from the batters on the 3rd strikes. A lot of backwards Ks from Van Bell, who now faces number 8, Crew Brown. Yeah, I think 65 was the amount needed. If he exceeded that, then he had to. That's what put him out of the championship game. 0-1 count. The Ohio manager just having a quick word with Brown, who is 0 for 1, the cleanup hitter. He is 5 for 14 at this Little League World Series with an RBI. Takes that one inside, or high and inside, I should say. Now a 1-1 count. Ohio trying to get something going here, trailing by 2. Remember, it's 6-inning games at the Little League level. So even though the 4th inning in a major league game would still seem very early, here at the Little League level, it's time to get going if you're trailing in a game and it's the 4th inning. As Brown squared up for the bunt, fouled off. The 1-2 pitch coming again from Van Bell. Just outside. A lot of close pitches. A 2-2 on the way. He got him. Strike 3 again. Van Bell, his 7th strikeout of the day. And that was filthy once more. Oh, man, the breaking ball, just lethal. Down looking again, goes an Ohio batter, this time Crew Brown, the victim. Van Bell has gone 3.2 innings, just allowing 5 hits, 1 earned run. And credit to him, because early on he was struggling a bit at times, got out of a couple of jams, and now is really into a groove. Pinch hitter Cooper Oden faces Van Bell now. There's a strike to make it 1-1. If this at-bat goes 3 more pitches, that will be it for Van Bell. What's up, Nate? Glad to see you here, man. Appreciate it. Outside it is. Ball 2 from Van Bell. And what very well could be his last batter, we'll see. Cooper Oden ready for the pitch. And he takes a strike. And so it is official. This is the last batter faced this afternoon for Ethan Van Bell. His next pitch will get him to the 85 pitch threshold. And how about that? A fitting way to end a sublime performance on the mound. Strike 3, swing and a miss, I should say, by the pinch hitter Cooper Oden. He was absolutely fantastic on the mound. Ethan Van Bell deserving of a big round of applause. It's the middle of the fourth, and Michigan holding on to a 3-1 lead. I'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody. Ryan Day, the head coach of Ohio State football, wishing this Hamilton, Ohio team the best of luck. Trey says he's going to definitely watch Wheel's YouTube channel for the highlight reel of this game when he posted. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that there was a YouTube channel that, posted highlights of all the games. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, it's been a fun game so far. Not bad at all for a final. It started out with the offenses coming alive right out of the gates. Things have settled down a little bit since. The pitchers, especially Van Bell, has just been fantastic. And we'll see how Michigan do. Here in the bottom of the fourth, up at bat is, as that ball is fouled, up at bat, I should say, for this Taylor, Michigan team is, let me get that, hold on. Furcus, it is Furcus. I was pretty sure, not entirely sure. Now the 1-1 to number 18 on Michigan, Jacob Furcus, and he takes one outside. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1. By the way, still out there for Ohio is Harden, and this is popped high into the air. The shortstop Clay has it for out number 1. So no runners on, 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Appreciate everyone who's tuning in. It's been a lot of fun covering this tournament, Little League World Series, as it always is. It's something I've always watched growing up. And it's always a fun time to end off summer. I start school in 2 days, so trying to enjoy the last few days of summer as that's swung on and missed by Chauncey Atkins. Atkins in as a pinch hitter for Michigan, the right fielder. His nickname is Wheels. Very fast base runner. See if he can get on here. Low and inside to even the count at 1-1. Atkins going for the bunt, but didn't get anything. And it's a strike from Harden. Yeah, you have to give Rutherford and Harden, the two pitchers so far for Ohio. They've kept this Michigan offense in check. And despite their missed opportunities on offense themselves, the pitching from Ohio have kept them in it. Yeah, 2 days, Trey. Yep. Tuesday I start school. Senior year as Atkins rips this one to the gap, left center field, dropping in for a base hit. It's a deep single from Chauncey Atkins, the pinch hitter, delivers at the plate for Taylor, Michigan. Yeah, Atkins has really embraced that role player. He typically comes in as a pinch hitter, and he's delivered in big moments. His only hit prior to this one came against Hawaii in yesterday's win. There's a strike to Ethan Van Bell, who's been superb on the mound for Michigan. What can he deliver at the plate? The 0-1 up high. One and one. Now the count to Ethan Van Bell. And this one is struck well, but foul. That was hit down the left field line. Yes, Trey, senior year. Yep. Yeah, heading into my senior year of high school. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Ethan Van Bell is 0 for 1. 4 for 14 in totality at this Little League World Series. 1-2 on the way. He attacks and connects a hit to the left side, and that is the first hit for Van Bell this afternoon. It was high in the zone and a bit of an awkward hit for Van Bell, but he made it work, and now he's on first. Atkins is on second, and Michigan could be causing some trouble for Ohio here in the bottom of the fourth with one out. And so the Ohio manager, Ken Coomer, will come out and have a word with his relief pitcher, Caleb Harden. I'd assume he's going to keep him in for now, but obviously it is a critical part in the game where Ohio are trying to keep this game within reach, currently trailing by 2. They'll want to keep it that way heading into the fifth inning of play. So Ken Coomer returns to the dugout. We get ready for the resumption of play. 27 pitches so far for Harden since replacing Rutherford last inning. And here's Max LaForest in a promising spot, and strike one taken. With 2 runners on base, we'll see if LaForest can deliver. He's 0 for 1 so far. And that's swung on and missed for strike 2. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, you were a rebel? Okay. And just flirting your way through school. You're 43 now. Wow. Yeah, time does fly. Yeah, it certainly does. It's hard to believe that a year from now I'll be at college. I'm not sure yet where I'll be going, but I visited 8 colleges so far. 6 of them this summer. So yeah, it was a busy summer visiting colleges as this is fouled off. But yeah, I'm looking to major in communications and sports media. So this is definitely something I want to do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the future has in store. Now the 0-2 coming. Oh, that nearly hit him. A fastball quickly ducking out of the way. It was Max LaForest. Now the 1-2. Oh, that's strike 3. Inside corner from Caleb Harden. Beautiful pitch. And a big second out. LaForest heads back to the dugout with no luck. He thought it was heading towards him, but it was moving on the ball at the last second. A lethal pitch indeed from Harden. And now this will bring up another pinch hitter, Callie Harris. Harris attacks the first pitch. High into the air, foul territory. And under it for the out is Noah Davidson. So Ohio get out of trouble. No runs conceded, and they still trail by 2. 3-1 Michigan as we head to the 5th. A very close Little League World Series championship game. Don't go anywhere. The 5th inning is next. Welcome back. We go on to the 5th inning. And thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So Ethan Van Bell went the maximum, as much as he could go. 85 pitches, 4 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run, 8 strikeouts. And replacing him on the bump, Gavin Hewlin, his nickname Mullet Man. His favorite sports team, the Atlanta Braves. He loves to hunt and fish. His favorite actor is Kevin Hart. Yeah, 2 more chances to strike for Ohio. You're still rooting for Michigan after they eliminated your Texas team. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I have no rooting interest, to be honest, being from Massachusetts. I was just hoping for a good game, and that's what we've got. That's what we've got. And let's see how this one ends as Ohio are down to their final 6 outs. As you say, 2 more chances to strike for them. And so with Yulin going in as the pitcher, that means that Van Bell will head to second. So it's just a direct swap between those two. And there is ball 2 outside. But yeah, going back to your comment earlier, Trey, I hope that you're hearing my voice one day for a professional game on a major network. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be a dream come true, but obviously a lot of work to get there. Certainly a very competitive field. It's now a 2-2 count. That is a curveball fouled off. Staying alive here for Ohio is J.J. Vogel. How is Red Sox Nation embracing Schwarber thus far? Pretty good, Mikey. Yeah, I mean, he's our best offensive player at the moment. It feels like he's hitting a home run every game, as that's outside to make it a full count. So yeah, I've certainly been enjoying Schwarber's offensive production. On defense, they still don't know. The Red Sox still don't know really where to play him. And did he go? No, says the first base umpire. A check swing. Vogel held up, I should say, and he makes his way to first as Yulin walks his first batter faced, and now the tying run will step up to the plate for Ohio. Yeah, going back to your comment, Mikey. Yeah, Schwarber's been excellent offensively as Chance Rutherford goes up to the plate, 1 for 2 with a single. But yeah, they still don't know really how to utilize him defensively quite yet. They don't know where to play him because, JD Martinez, you have to have him as the DH. He's just not that good of a defensive player in the outfield. So it's not like we can easily have Schwarber be the designated hitter. And Martinez, you can't take him out of the lineup either with these pivotal games down the final stretch of the season. So yeah, they've kind of been moving around Schwarber. They've had him sit out a couple games, but he's hot right now. So he's been in the lineup consistently. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Red Sox do make the playoffs. Where Schwarber will be defensively as the 2-2 is upstairs. It's now a full count. But yeah, Red Sox Nation has embraced him quite well, I'd say. I've been enjoying his offensive prowess, which was much needed because our offense was in a slump. And there's strike 3. Down swinging was Chance Rutherford. So 1 away. The runner's still on first. That is J.J. Vogel. And Michigan's catcher, Cam Thorning, will come out and have a talk with Gavin Yulin, as will the rest of the infield and Michigan's manager, Rick Thorning. An exciting championship game, the final few innings, and this should be quite an epic ending. Yeah, I'm sure it does feel like that, Mikey. I'm sure it does. Yeah, there are a ton of former Cubs stars playing for playoff contenders right now. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, that must feel, I guess, annoying as a Cubs fan, but building towards the future, I suppose, Chicago. So here we go after the mound visit. Yulin is ready to face his third batter here in the 5th inning. Runner on first, 1 out. Let's go back to that strikeout moments ago. Yeah, there didn't appear to be any contact. I think Rutherford was claiming he fouled it off, but looking at this very ultra slow motion replay, I'm not entirely sure he did. Although from this angle they showed, looked like he might have. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like clear enough evidence to overturn. Back to the original look. Ugh. As close as you can get to not hitting it, but I still don't think he made contact. Still don't think he did. What's up, Michael? Welcome in. Do they change the pitchers? Not right now, but yeah, earlier the Van Bell, the starter, he had to come out after the fourth inning because he reached the 85 pitch limit. So yeah, they do have a new pitcher here in the fifth with Gavin Yulin, but Yulin staying in there after the mound visit. And here's Gavin Sayer, who's 1 for 1 with a single. And there's strike one. Can I make what green, Van? 0-1 count to Sayer, Ohio. Down by 2. This is right up the middle. A hop off the bump. And it's a base hit right through the middle. And Yulin almost got hit as the pitcher that nearly caught his foot. He had to hop out of the way. This was coming straight at him. And so runners on first and second for Ohio. Sayer delivers a huge hit, and now the leading run steps up to the plate. Runners on first and second, and 1 out. The ticker, no, I'm keeping it blue. I usually make the ticker the color of the winning team. Since Michigan are in front, I'm making it blue. Maddox Jones, 0 for 1. He's up at bat. What's going on, Aspect? And there's a swing and a miss. The count is even. Thank you, Aspect, for tuning in. 1-1 from Yulin with 2 runners on and 1 out. That's fouled back, but Thorning was positioned just right to block that foul ball. He was off center. Yeah, he was way off to the left, his right, and that worked out perfectly for him. It's now a 1-2 count. Yeah, I absolutely remember, man. I remember that you were here when Michigan beat Hawaii yesterday. Yep. I appreciate you tuning in for this one as well. And do we have something going on with Thorning? Let's see. Oh, is there possible catcher's interference? This is interesting. Hold on. Well, Thorning was positioned in such a weird way, and yeah, that from the angle behind the catcher, behind Thorning, looks like maybe there was. But then from this new look, I'm not sure. We've had some interesting sequences here in this fifth inning. So another review taking place here in the top of the fifth. 1 out. Runners on first and second for Ohio in a 1-2 count. And, yep, they'll rule it a foul ball as originally called. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Absolutely. I'm glad you're back for this game. Your boys and Taylor are doing great. This is a curveball swung on, bounce to the shortstop, throw to second, throw to first. They got them both. A double play from the Michigan infield. Beautifully executed. And that retires the side. A grounder to short, Farner finding Van Bell. Van Bell zipping it over to LaForest at first. Michigan fired up a double play to bring us to the bottom of the fifth inning. I'll be back. Michigan up at bat next. They hold on to the 3-1 lead in Williamsport. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the fifth on the way. And a reminder that tonight in the MLB, it's Sunday Night Baseball, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The New York Yankees at the Oakland Athletics in a good matchup regarding that AL wildcard race. And in MLS tonight, arguably the best rivalry in the league takes center stage at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time when the Seattle Sounders host the Portland Timbers. And the first pitch of the inning from Harden's outside for ball one as he's pitching to Lucas Farner, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Yeah, thanks for filling aspect in on how the runs were scored. Yeah, so Michigan scored all 3 runs in the first, as Trey said, on 2 hits. Then Ohio in the second inning scored their lone run. They had 2 hits for runners to get on base, and then they had, it was an RBI single that sent the runner from second home, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Bill, for tuning in, who says the home plate ump is giving calls to Michigan big time. No comment on that. I don't. As this is hit in the air, it actually went into foul territory. That dropped down quickly, and Maddox Jones couldn't make the play. It's now 1-2. Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, all the runs were scored in the first and second inning. And Ohio in the first inning had the bases loaded, didn't score. In the third inning, Ohio had the bases loaded with nobody out, didn't score. So, yeah, just missed opportunities for Ohio as this is hit in the air, deep right field, carrying, but just foul. It landed close to the foul line, but just right of it. And so that makes the count 1-2. Who did I have winning? Before this game, I had Michigan. I did think Michigan were going to win based on what I've seen so far. I was impressed that Michigan beat Hawaii. And this is hit right up the middle beyond the diving glove of Cooper Clay. A base hit there for Michigan's Lucas Farner. And he's on base. Don't get me wrong, Ohio have been very impressive. I mean, this is their 6th elimination game, and I didn't think they'd beat South Dakota. I thought it was going to be South Dakota and Hawaii in the championship game, in all honesty. So yeah, I've been very impressed by both of these teams. And that's inside ball one. Michigan did beat Ohio in the Great Lakes Regional Final just a couple weeks ago. Gavin Euland's at the plate, 1 for 1. He had a single, a run. He was also walked another time. The 1-0 coming from Harden. He shanks this one fair down the left field line. It'll be fielded by Moak, and it's a single that moves the runner over to second. Gavin Euland has come to play in this championship game with still no outs. Yeah, Michigan-Hawaii was a very good game. It was. Yeah, I thought both games yesterday were pretty entertaining. Euland fired up. He's now on first after that base hit. Lucas Farner's on second. And Michigan looking to add on to the lead and score their first run since the first inning of play. There will be another visit to the mound for Ken Coomer, the manager of Ohio. You were shocked to see South Dakota lose, Michael? Yeah, I mean, based on how they looked all tournament, I thought they would beat Ohio. I did. But, you know, they weren't allowed to have Gavin Weir on the mound because of the required rest days. So, you know, I guess on days Weir's not on the mound, South Dakota are vulnerable. And that was that was evident yesterday. Yeah, Michigan could be on their way to putting more runs on the board here. Cam Thorning is 1 for 2. He steps into the batter's box, and the kids in the outfield on the outfield hill are standing up. They know a home run ball is very possible when Thorning steps in. Oh, we did say that at the same time. There we go. Now the 1-0. That's a foul ball. Thanks, everyone, for your company. It's been a blast covering this edition of the Little League World Series, even though there's no international teams this year. Look at the home run leaders. Cam Thorning atop that list with 3. No other hitter has had 3, and that's a fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss from Thorning. A ball and 2 strikes. Yeah. Don't get poked by the thorns indeed. The 1-2 to Thorning. Fouls it off. The at-bat extended. That's now 45 pitches for Harden. He came into the game in the 3rd inning to replace Rutherford, who went 2 innings as the starter. Runners on 1st and 2nd, no outs, bottom of the 5th. Thorning calls for time and now steps back in. He's ready to go. Harden, ready to deliver. It's well outside. Nice adjustment made by Davidson, the Ohio catcher. 2-2 is the count. Both sets of fans very anxious at the moment. This is popped high into the air. Thorning a disappointed shrug, and it's caught in foul territory by Maddox Jones. There is out number 1 for Ohio, and they can breathe a deep sigh of relief for now, but still some work to do if they want to keep Michigan off the board this inning. What's up, Carlos? Welcome in, man. Yeah, no dinger this time for Cam Thorning. Next up is Jackson Surma. Surma awaiting the pitch, and there's a strike right down the middle from Caleb Harden. The 0-1 up high. It gets away from the catcher Davidson, and both runners will advance a base. Euland now into second. Farner is on third. Yeah, Big Serm can hit. He can. We'll see if Surma can drive in a run or 2 here. A great chance to do so. The 1-1 coming. This is hit into the gap. That'll roll into left field. 1 run scores. 2nd run coming and sliding home safely is Gavin Euland. Jackson Surma with a 2 RBI double, and Michigan's lead is now 5-1. How about that? That is big time from Jackson Surma. He comes up clutch here in the bottom of the 5th. And sorry, I just realized it still says middle of the 5th. Let me fix that. It is the bottom of the 5th. There we go. Clean contact off the bat, finding the gap between Clay and Maggard, the shortstop and second baseman. And it's now a 4-run lead. Wow. There's a strike from Harden, delivered to Michigan's Jacob Furcus, who's 0 for 2. How many people are in the stream from Michigan or Taylor? Yeah, I'm not sure, Michael. You have to ask the crowd. Aspect is, and thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think we got a couple of people from Michigan in here. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. The pitch was inside. Now 1-2. Ohio trailing by 4 now. One ball, 2 strikes. That's way upstairs. Davidson snatched that one. 2-2. That's another wild pitch. This time it gets away from Davidson. And the runner onto third base. Jackson Surma into third. That ball actually trickled into the opening where the cameras are located. So Surma forced to hold up at third as Davidson couldn't play the ball as he chased it down to the backstop. And it's now a full count with the runner on third. Yeah, Hawaii did. They did crush South Dakota in the consolation game. What was it? 5-0, 6-0. I can't remember. Yep. Not too surprised. I thought Hawaii was going to win it all. I did, and then Michigan had other ideas. And the Michigan fans very vocal at the moment with good reason. A full count now to Firkus with a runner on third. He goes swinging. High into the air it goes. Shouting for it and claiming it is Gage Maggard. So Maggard with the second out of the inning. Surma stays put at third. Yeah, it was 5-0. Okay, that's what I thought. Yep. And now will a pitching change be coming from Ohio? It looks like that may be the case. Well, not yet. They'll try to. Gavin Sayer is ready to go, but for now, they'll keep Harden out there to try to close out the fifth inning. Harden facing Chauncey Atkins. Atkins attacks the first pitch, looped in the air. Maggard is there, and Ohio limit the damage. It could have been worse for them, but Michigan scored important 2 runs here in the fifth, and it's down to the final 3 outs for Ohio. They'll try to keep their championship hopes alive. They need 4 runs to keep the game going. They need 5 to take the lead. We'll see what Ohio can do, trailing 5-1, heading to the 6th. Well, this is all what it comes down to. We go to the 6th and final inning of this Little League World Series. In the championship game, Michigan with a 5-1 lead. Ohio need to score 4 to keep this one going. And yeah, absolutely, Michael. That pitcher from Hawaii was unstoppable. And that stopped playing with them. I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard about him. Yeah, he played for them at regionals, and then he couldn't play with them at the Little League World Series because he had a prior commitment in like North Carolina for U.S. youth baseball or whatever it was. So yeah, I heard about that kid. If he was on Hawaii, maybe they would have won it all for this Little League World Series. And what's up, Quinn? Glad to see you, man. Here we go. Final inning, and Ohio needing 4 runs to stay alive in this one, or else Michigan will be your 2021 Little League World Series champions. Let's see how it goes. Can Ohio work some magic here in the 6th and final inning? Yep, 3 outs away indeed. Well, it's not really anything they did, Michael. He himself signed up for that, whatever it was in North Carolina, not knowing. He did that like 8 months ago, I heard, not knowing if the Little League World Series would even happen. So, it is what it is. As Brady Bauman steps in as the pinch hitter for Ohio. Yeah, indeed, Quinn. It is the biggest inning of these kids' lives, no doubt about it. You would have covered the World Series if Mass made it. Yeah, no, Massachusetts hasn't made it in so long. It's annoying. Yeah, on your site. Yeah, I knew what you meant. As the 1-2 is coming, and that's upstairs. Yeah, hopefully. Well, they are expanding the Little League World Series actually starting next year, so it'll be 10 teams from the U.S., 10 international teams. So they're expanding it from 16 to 20. And so they're moving Rhode Island and Connecticut to the metro region. So now the New England region will just be Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. As this is a grounder, the second, Van Bell blocks it and throws from his knees for the out at first. What a play by Ethan Van Bell. So now Massachusetts, with this new format, will have at least a better chance of making it, because usually it's Connecticut and Rhode Island making it. Although New Hampshire made it this year, they'll be good. They'll be tough to get by in regionals, but who knows? Yeah, exactly. How many chances do these kids get at this? How many chances do these kids get to play in the Little League World Series and win it all? Only one. Here's Chase Moak, 1 for 2, a triple and a run. Your hometown in Connecticut made it in 2017. Oh, really? What town is that, Quinn? Can you remind me of where your hometown in Connecticut is? I think you told me before, but I forget. Here's the 2-0, and that's a strike. Is it Fairfield, Quinn? Is it Fairfield? Maybe not. I can't remember. And that's ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Oh, it is Fairfield. Okay, yeah, I think you have told me that before. Yeah, very good. Yeah, they did make it in 2017. You're right. Made to the U.S. semifinals. Wow. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. It's now a full count. Yeah. This is random, but Matt Turner, the goalkeeper for the Revolution, he went to Fairfield College. That is a hit by pitch. That was absolutely drilled into the back of Chase Moak. Fairfield University is not Fairfield College. Sorry, they are Division I after all. Yeah, that was a tough one to take. Chase Moak got drilled. Well, he was decent in college. I mean, he made it to the MLS, Quinn. So like he even though he went to Fairfield, that's what's crazy. How he went to Fairfield University and now he's the best goalkeeper in MLS. But I mean, he was pretty solid. He was a pretty good goalkeeper in college. So Moak will be evaluated by the athletic trainer. He got drilled in the backside. It looks like he's going to shake it off and continue. I say over and over, and I stand by it. these Little League players sometimes are tougher than major leaguers. I'm not even kidding. Reminder that later tonight, it's arguably the biggest rivalry in MLS. The Seattle Sounders welcome the Portland Timbers at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. That's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be a great one. As strike one is delivered by Gavin Hewlett. He now faces Tyler Donges. Donges a pinch hitter. I'll get to that in a moment aspect, as that's outside for ball one. So yeah, these soccer balls behind me, my dad used to coach college soccer, so each ball represents 100 wins. So he has a little over 400 wins in his college soccer coaching career. And yeah, each ball represents 100 wins, and each of those balls were signed by his players. The ball that's not framed right there is obviously the most recent one, the 400th one. It still hasn't been framed, but yeah, that's what that is. Indeed, that's fouled off. It's a 2-2 count here to Tyler Donges with a runner on first and one out. Ohio trailing by 4 in the championship game. Well, yeah, that's a big part of it too, Quinn, as you say. These kids are gonna do anything that it takes to stay in the game. Even if you get hit by a pitch like Moak did, and that's ball 4 outside. Hewlin's not happy with himself, and now 2 runners are on for Ohio. And all of a sudden, Michigan made to sweat here in the 6th inning. The manager Rick Thorning, trying to instill confidence in Hewlin. Yeah, he is struggling a bit, Quinn. He is. Yeah, Gavin's pitch count is at 38 now, with that pitch painting the inside corner for strike one. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Michael. It was awesome growing up, and my dad being a college soccer coach, helping him out with practices. I always loved helping him out at preseason in August before I started school, and making trips with the team to the NCAA tournament. It was fun experiences for sure. I loved it. Yeah, I kind of wish my dad still coached college soccer. He now referees, and is that a strike 3 call? Yes, it is. The first base umpire says that Crew Brown went. He is in disbelief. Oh, a close one indeed. Oh, man, that's a harsh call by the first base umpire. Yeah, it looks like he held up. That will be one controversial call. The Ohio dugout couldn't believe it either. But 2 away. Yeah, it did not look like he went. It did not look like he went at all. But nonetheless, Michigan now 1 out away from celebration. Harden takes strike 1. It's now 1-1. By the way, it looks like the Red Sox are up 2-0 over the Indians right now. As that's low and it trickles away from Thorning, but he recovers nicely, and the runners stay put at first and second. I don't know if that's something they could have challenged, Michael, but in the end they didn't. Ohio, and that's fouled off. 2-2 the count. One more strike from Gavin Hewlin, and Michigan will be champions. A chance to end it here with one more pitch. Thanks, Paul, for tuning in. That's inside. He hit him. He hit the batter. And so on to first is Caleb Harden. He got drilled. And now the tying run steps up to the plate for Hamilton, Ohio. Talk about suspense. And it will be J.J. Vogel. Meanwhile, the Michigan manager, Rick Thorning, will come and have a word with Gavin Hewlin. Hewlin wants to stay in there, and I think he's going to stay for now. Yeah, I know, Quinn. He seems out of control, Hewlin does. You can see his emotions are overtaking him. He's getting overly frustrated, I'd say, and losing control a bit. Yep, loaded bases indeed. 2 outs, the tying run at the plate, and that is J.J. Vogel. So another mound visit from the manager, Rick Thorning. And he'll stick with Euland to try to close it out. Obviously, high pressure stakes for both teams here. And now let's see what Vogel can do. He's 1 for 2. He singled and was walked. And that's a great pitch right down the middle for strike 1 by Euland. Much more commanding pitch. What's going on, Connor? Welcome in. The 0-1 now in the dirt. Great block by Thorning. Yeah, I know, Quinn. That was an off-speed pitch by Euland, but Vogel didn't bite. That's low and away. 2-1. Euland with a deep breath. He deals. That's in the dirt. Skipped away from Thorning for a moment, but all the runners hold up at their respective bases. It's now a 3-1 count. What a final inning this is. Outside, ball 4. And that'll score in a run for Ohio. 5-2, or hold up. Yep, there we go. It is official. There's some confusion from the catcher, Cam Thorning, but 5-2 now the score. And the bases loaded once again with 2 outs. Yeah, it isn't the end of the world that he walked him. That is true. That is true. There is some run support there, but if he walks another batter, then it's a different story. Chance Rutherford at the plate now. He's 1 for 3. He singled earlier. Euland staying in there. This is hit in the air. Center field backing up and ending the game is Firkus. Michigan, our Little League World Series champions in 2021. 5-2 the final score. A well-played game, and Michigan are champions in 2021. Wow, what a nerve-wracking ending, but they get the job done. Ohio fall just short. A well-played game from both teams. And the kids from Taylor, Michigan come out on top. Another exciting Little League World Series. And a great final in a rematch of the Great Lakes region final when Michigan beat Ohio. 2 of the best teams in the country. And they shake hands at the end of it all. Sign of sportsmanship from both sides. Players from both teams paying their respects to the opponent. And a great rivalry that kind of formed throughout this summer. It was great to see these two teams both win a couple of elimination games. Ohio won 5 of them before playing in this championship game. And then Michigan got revenge against Hawaii yesterday to get to this point. So a lot of resiliency on display from both teams. There had to be one winner, and that turned out to be Michigan, 5-2 the final. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate it, man. Awesome. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate it. And Paul as well. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. As Ohio tipped the cap to their fans, who were one of the best fan bases, really, at this Little League World Series. And Michigan, meanwhile, thank their fans as well. The tears coming down from the eyes of Ohio players. But when they look back on this Little League World Series, they'll be appreciative of the experience and realize what a great team they had. And Michigan now pose for the championship picture. There it is, the banner that says Little League Baseball World Series Champions 2021. What a moment that is. And yeah, I'm with you on that, Quinn. I'm typically not a fan of any mullets, but hey, Gavin Hewlin, he deserves it. He deserves it. He won it all, closed it out. If he wants a mullet, then so be it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of his mullet, in all honesty, to be quite frank. But yeah, simply put, Michigan were the best tournament throughout. At the beginning of the tournament, I'll admit, I thought when it started at the very beginning, I thought Hawaii were the best team. I thought California looked very good. And then heading into yesterday's matchups, I thought it was going to be California, or sorry, not California. I thought it was going to be Hawaii and South Dakota in the championship game today. Both of those teams were undefeated heading in. Ohio and Michigan proved me wrong, set up a great final, and what a game it was. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Congratulations to your town of Taylor, Michigan, Little League World Series champions. My name is Samuel Reese, and I say good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Michigan, 2021 Little League World Series champions over Ohio.